the first time I played wheelchair basketball, I wasn't thinking about my legs and what I'd lost and my friends playing hockey and climbing trees and riding bikes. I wasn't even thinking. I was just flying. I was just having the time of my life. And that was sort of a new experience for me. As a 9-year-old who loved to play sports, losing my legs was it was a blow that I didn't know how I'd get over. And wheelchair basketball showed me that I still had a lot of life left in me as an athlete.
Sports really been it's been a huge identity for me. It really has. I mean, it's just from as far back as I can really remember. It was, basketball, BMX, mountain biking, and then I got hurt mountain biking, broke my back. And then, I didn't play sports. I didn't play anything, not even at the most recreational level for probably a good 6 years or something, 5-6 years. And so being able to sort of find sport again, and of all sports, it was tennis, which was a sport I'd never played before, it just really helped me kind of find who I was again and just find a sort of, I guess, a comfort zone for me. And to be able to feel like I could be competitive at something again. So that was really huge for me. And I don't know if I would have found wheelchair basketball, had I not started to play tennis. Maybe I would have, but it just kind of happened the way that it did. So I'm glad that it happened the way that it did. I don't even know if I could put it into words, honestly. I don't think I can. Just to be able to see my teammates, even if we weren't on court, even if just to be able to see them and just hang out with everyone would be massive. So us getting on court together, I think we will have never been so excited to go do chair skills. So. Yeah, I feel like that's I think that's a consensus. Like, we all kind of feel that way, and we're just so looking for the day when that happens.
I do look forward to getting back, just because basketball is fun, and I do miss those guys, as strange as that sounds. No, that's silly. I miss the guys, but also, we spent a lot of time doing film and talking about, our team identity and doing some work on that. But it's all sort of on paper and on film right now. And so I'm really eager to get back on court together and start working on maybe a slight shift in philosophy and emphasis and priority. And that's a little bit vague, but you can practice certain things by yourself, but you can't practice those sort of team concepts and team dynamics until you get on the court together. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope it's sooner rather than later.
I mean, true sport, to me, the first thing that kind of comes to mind is just playing fair. And, knowing that you are going to be competing against other people and having the respect for your competitors and your sport and your game, to play fair. So, yeah, that's the number one thing that comes to my mind. And I don't really have any space for anyone that, were to ever take that lightly and cheat or, not do it through hard work and dedication.
There's a lot in the true sport principles that just remind me of the wheelchair basketball community and my very earliest memories of playing wheelchair basketball. And so those values really resonate with me and have ever since I came across them. Keep it fun, for instance. I like to talk about my first coach, Jeff Penner, partly because you can't praise the leaders and the local leaders and local coaches in our sport enough. I mean, they're the lifeblood of our sport and our community. And Jeff was my first coach, and he really made me work on fundamentals and pushed me pretty hard that way. But he loved to have fun, and everyone who knows Penner knows how much Jeff liked to have fun, and he loved to have fun off the court and on the court. And he had to sort of nudge me in that direction to have, it's okay to have a little more fun. It's okay to show off a little bit. And he would say, for the people, which meant we were either up by 20 points or down by 20 points. Game was over. Do something fun. Do something to impress your mom who's falling asleep in the stands. And everyone loved Jeff, loved showing up to practice, and loved playing for him. And he was a real role model in that respect, right from the get-go. Include everyone. Again, I got to talk about Jeff again, because we find this in little pockets of wheelchair basketball around the country. You have people all different levels of ability, talent, functional ability, disability. And it's a real challenge, I think, for coaches to align everyone's goals. Some people are in it just for the social aspect and for fun, and other people have a high-performance career in their sights, and it can be a real challenge. And Jeff was very masterful at meeting a teammate like my teammate Dave Britton, who struggled with passing and catching and some of the basic skills. But if you gave him the right pass, a good pass, he could take it and do something with it. And Jeff really made me see the value of a player like David, what he brought to the team, and his, he'd set 1,000 picks for me a game, and 100 screens, and it's like, it's not so much for me to ask for you to give David the perfect pass and to work on that and make that a goal of yours. And there's a moment that stands out in my mind from our last junior championship that we won together, where I was coming down and I saw David out the wing, and David, I don't know if he'd scored all season long, and it all kind of came together, and I fed him a pass after years of, Jeff encouraging me. Not that I ever passed to him, but it had to be the right pass. It had to be the perfect pass. And I hit him in stride, and he caught it and scored. And I can still see his face as he turned and found his parents up in the crowd. And so Jeff and other coaches like him really get that include everyone, and not just in a token way, but like really make, he really taught me to value David and vice versa, I think. So I love that about wheelchair basketball, and there's lots of other examples I could think of, but I think True Sport is a great encapsulation of what it means to be an athlete that both cares about winning and excelling, but also cares about people on and off the court, and cares about doing it the right way.
It's been pretty unreal. I mean, to see when registration opened, I think I looked just the other day, and we were almost at the goal, and just how many people I saw repost that they were going to pledge this many Ks, or, within the first week or first few days, actually, that it opened. I even had a friend in Singapore that was like, how do I do this? Can I do this from Singapore? And I just thought that was so cool. Like, it's kind of, heartwarming, I guess, to know that there's so many people from, all over the world, that want to help support our team, reach our goal and what we want to accomplish. And I feel like there's a lot of people out there that know or feel anyway, just what's happened with the Paralympics and the postponement and all the training that we put in for it, and, to just kind of put your head down, and I feel like they got our backs. So it's pretty cool to see that, and I know I appreciate it. I know the team appreciates it.
On behalf of the athletes, I just want to say thanks, and wish everyone good luck, this weekend with the kilometers, miles that everyone's putting in. And it's going to be cool to know that wherever we happen to be, that we're all pulling in the same direction this weekend. And I know it'll pay dividends in lots of ways. So thank you. And, don't pull a hammy, don't get hurt. It's not a time trial. I'll definitely be keeping that in mind myself. But yeah, good luck and have fun, and we'll see you down the road.